iRockRadio, the world headquarters of rock. It's Mikey out here at Epicenter Festival in Rockingham, North Carolina. I'm here with Pacsun from Knocked Loose.
Hello.
What's up? How's it going?
Great, man. How are you?
Good, good. How you liking the festival so far? Good?
You know, it just started sprinkling a bit. I was having a great time. I was cruising around all day, but now I'm kind of like trying to stay a little dry.
Yeah.
But everything's been so cool. I've seen a couple bands I hadn't seen before, and I'm having a good time.
Awesome. So I want to talk about, you guys recently just put out a 3-song EP.
Yes.
One new song, one cover, and rendition of All My Friends.
Yep, that's right.
The new song, I love it. I can't stop listening to it, and I'm actually a really big Warriors fan. So that song that song was awesome too. That you guys covered it.
Right on.
I thought it was awesome. So what inspired you to maybe cover that song, and what inspired you to redo All My Friends?
You know, so we just spent some time in the studio, and the cover happened because, you know, for the last couple of years, we would get comments here and there that, you know, Brian Countess sounded like the guy from the Warriors.
Yeah.
So we had some extra time after finishing what we were doing, and we said, you know, like, let's just like record the cover.
Why not?
Let's learn one. And, you know, guilty me, I had not listened to the Warriors before. And they said, hey, you know, tomorrow we're going to record this cover. Mm-hmm. So the night before I was listening to the song, and it was just kind of like a spontaneous thing. And the idea for the EP kind of came from that, to say like, hey, we have to put out a new song. We have this cover we recorded. Let's kind of make it a thing, redo like a popular older song, like the way we do it live rather than the recorded way.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like how it came together. And so the label guys were in the studio with us at the time and said, hey, we love it, like sign us up, let's just roll with it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so you guys just came off of a long tour with Harm's Way, Acacia Strain, Sanction, and Higher Power.
Yes, we sure did.
How was that?
Incredible. So much fun. We just wrapped up, not last night, the night before, we were in St. Louis. One of the crazier shows that I think I've been a part of. It was just so much fun. You know, it's not rare, but it was one of the few tours that I went into being friends with everybody involved. Yeah. And everyone got along. Everyone made new friends. It was just such a fun time. The shows were great. It was fantastic, yeah.
I saw you guys in Hartford when you came through on that tour at the Webster Theater. And I thought it was really cool how on pretty much every date, you had local bands. Oh, yeah. And I think that's awesome. I love Dilating Boundaries. They're from Connecticut.
Yeah, right on.
And I saw them a couple months ago. They just put out a new EP. But I think it's really cool that you guys brought them out in the show. I think that's something that not a lot of bands are doing. And I think it's cool that you guys are giving smaller bands an opportunity to play in front of a lot of people.
Yeah, we get lucky enough to, like, when we do a headlining tour, we get to kind of not run the show, but we have some say in, you know, a local. And, you know, Brian, Kevin, like, all of us have pitched our ideas to say, hey, when we're here, let's have these guys. When we're here, let's have them. And we're, like, real hands-on as best we can be with it. And so that's where that came from. But, yeah,
awesome.
That was a fun show, too. Yeah. That was a good one. We've always played the downstairs.
Right, yeah.
Or the smaller room, I guess.
Right.
And it's been nuts. And to do the big room, I didn't even know there was a big room. And to walk in and be like, oh, okay, let's see how this goes. But it was a blast.
I saw you guys at the Underground too a couple years ago with Boundaries. That show was
one.
Oh yeah. He was there too. We were like,
I was in the back too.
Yeah.
Until I had to be there. Good Lord.
Yeah. And one final thing, I've always asked people this, but what was a song or album that got you into hardcore?
Man. I remember my journey into heavy music very well. The first band I ever listened to that had any kind of, like, not singing was Breaking Benjamin. That was the band that got me into, like, harder rock. And from there I got really into A Day to Remember. And then from there, you know, I just kind of followed the trenches to related artists and stuff like that.
Nice.
But I would say I'm playing drums because of Slipknot and Joey Jordison.
Fair enough. I would probably say the same thing. I'm a drummer as well.
Oh,
so
sick, yeah.
But thank you for hanging out.
Dude, absolutely. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure meeting you. Shout out to JP.
Yeah.
Little brother.
I had one more question from him, actually. Do you think your brother will be like you?
Man, you know what? I can't answer that and say, yes, be like me, but I would love if he found his way in music himself. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
He's been playing guitar, and I would love to see him stick with it.
Do it.
But yeah, I can't say I want my brother to be like me. I want him to be him and find his own way in it.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Dude, pleasure meeting you. Good seeing you.
Knocked Loose.
Thank you.